Hello guys, we're doing a quick little grain to glass on a session oatmeal stout. I can't remember what was it for a minute. A session oatmeal stout that I brewed a couple of weeks ago, I think. I'll show you a bit of brewed footage and then we'll come back and we'll see how it turned out. Bit of grain to glass action. See you in a minute. Hello guys and welcome back to the brew shed. It's another brew day and today I am brewing something a little bit different. I wanted to brew something that was very low ABV and I love stouts, so I wanted to brew a very low ABV stout, and I've gone for a very sessionable oatmeal stout. The grain bill, oatmeal stout. Hopefully it's coming in at 2.8%. We'll see. Yeah, I wanted to try and do something, see if I can do something under 3%, see what it comes out like, what it tastes like, you know, let's give it a try. So, the grain bill, 2.3 kilos of Maris Otter, 340 grams of roasted barley, 227 grams of flaked barley, 227 grams of chocolate malt, 227 grams of flaked oats, 163 grams of light crystal, and 100 grams of extra dark crystal. 163 grams of light crystal should have been 115 grams, but I had a load left, so I just chucked it all in. Didn't make any difference to the ABV or the colour or anything really. So the light crystal is 100 EBC, the dark crystal is 340 EBC. Then I've got hops is Magnum, 25 grams of Magnum at 60 minutes, that's it. Hopefully giving me 30 IBUs, and that's pretty much it. You know, there was hardly any water additions. The water I used for these, and I use for whenever I do any stouts, use bottled water from Sainsbury's. Only Sainsbury's, because Sainsbury's is our local, not particular reason of this, is our local supermarket. So, got all of that on the go. I'm mashing at the moment. I'm mashing purposely slightly high because I want to keep the body that you might lose, because I'm not putting any maltodextrin or lactose or anything like that in. So I want to keep the extra body. There is quite a bit of flaked oats and stuff like that in there, so hopefully it will have body in it anyway. But I'm purposely mashing higher than I normally would, so rather than 66 I'm trying to keep it about 68ish, something like that. See if it makes any difference really. And that's about it. So mashing at the moment. I'm going to sparge. I'll come back maybe when I put in the hops in or something like that, just something to show me something a little bit of interest. But mainly this is going to be a grain to glass, and I'll just show you that. So it shows you the recipe. I pretty much tell you what it's like. Brew days are brew days. You know, it's not. I'm not doing anything more different than the fact that it's a much smaller grain bill. Yeah, that's about it really. I'll come back later. Oh, yeast. What a fucking idiot. Sorry, yeast. What yeast am I using? The yeast is Wyeast 1450, Denny's favourite. The only reason I'm using that one is I actually saw it used online, and they said it's been good for sort of like stouts and things like that. And there was another sessionable oatmeal stout that I saw someone had done, and they'd used that and said it came out particularly well, and they'd used that yeast again. So I'm giving it a go. It's another smack pack. I don't do well with smack packs, they don't tend to expand. Touch wood. I've smacked it. It's in the fridge, not the fridge, in the kitchen at the moment, and it seems to be expanding. So hopefully that will work, and I'll be back a bit later on. Cheers. Okay, we've got to the boil, and we're going to add in 25 grams of mosaic. We'll get in there. So I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm coming, Alex. Cool, alarm set, 60-minute boil. That's about it. I'll be back when I'm probably on pitching the yeast. See you later. Well guys, done quite well. I've collected the wort into the fermenter. I've probably got 22, 23 litres in there, superb. This has even expanded, look at that. It's the first time that has ever happened with one of these things, so that's a good sign. So I've just sprayed it with Star San. I've sprayed my hands. I know this is all probably a bit much, but you know, Star San them up. Open this up. The chiller worked really well. Last time I used the chiller, I weren't that impressed. Plate chiller, it didn't chill it down quick enough. I like to stick it into the fermenter. Today, chilled straight down from 94 to about sort of 20 in minutes. It was excellent. Right, so make sure I don't pour that bloody pack thing in. So if I can grab hold of that, pour the rest of this in. Excellent. It goes on. Right. Done. Right, sorry, there's a bit of waste time, but I've got to get it into the firm fridge. But there is the hydrometer reading. I was looking for 1029. We might be 1031 maybe, so a couple of bits high. So I'm quite happy with that. I was a bit worried when I did the pre-boil. I was about 5 points over, so I diluted it down a bit. I put in some bottled water in there, so quite happy. 1031 is pretty good, I think. It's funny saying that. Usually it'd be disastrous if you've got 1031, but I'm going for something very, very sessionable, trying to do it sub 3%, so very happy with 1031. I've just got to get it into the fermenter, really, fermenting fridge, and that's it. We're done. Superb, really happy. I will definitely do a Grainnto glass with this one because to see how it's gone, really, because it'd be quite interesting to see what a sub 3% oatmeal stout comes out like. And yeah, I'll let you know. Bing bong. See you soon. Not bing bong. That's the papless. Sorry. I'll see you soon. Okay, right. So that was a brew footage. Great brew day, everything went really well, even the pack swelled up so for the yeast. So let's have a look at the end product. Right, it's there. Now what I've done, I poured this a little while ago and I put it in the house. So the head has dissipated quite a bit, as you can see. It's a lovely, I mean, it's dark as anything. There is nothing coming through that at all. Really, really dark colour, love that. The head comes up, it's nice and frothy. It's kind of a, do you know what I'll do? Let me just give it a quick top up just to show you. There we go, right. So there we go. There it is with a little bit more of a head on it. So you can see the head, sort of a nice sort of dark, creamy, very small bubbles. It's only on CO2 this, it's not done on nitro. I might move it over and see how it comes out in the nitro and just have a go with that one. But there we go. Colour, good. Look, good. Ticking all the boxes. It's only came out at 2.6%. So it's a 2.6% oatmeal stout. Let's go and have a look. Oh, let's have a smell, shall we? Let's have a smell. Not a hell of a lot smell. It smells like it. Yeah, sorry, there's a roastiness, but it's quite sweet. Yeah, sort of a sweet roasty smell that comes off of that. Going for a bit of a taste. Definite roastiness on the back there when it goes down. Do you know what? It tastes to me a little bit watery. That's the only thing that I can say that I don't really like about it. Bit watery, so the body, you just don't get the body with 2.6%. I couldn't get the body. I mean, I don't know if I tried it with a bit of maltodextrin or something like that in it. Maybe it might have a bit of body, I don't know, but I don't know what that would do with the ABV. Maybe that'd shoot the ABV up a bit, I'm not quite sure. But generally speaking, it's a lovely flavour. And it's not bad body, it's not terrible, it's just missing, it's not quite there. I'd definitely do it again. I'd change the recipe around a little bit. I don't know, maybe a tiny little bit of lactose, I don't know, I'm not sure. I like it a little bit sweeter than that. It smells, I say, there's a sweetness off the aroma, it doesn't really come through with the taste. But it's a 2.6% stout. You know what? I'm pleased with the way that's come out. I didn't know what to expect really. I wanted to brew a stout that was under 3%. I've got a competition to go into, and it's specifically on beers that are under 3%. And I looked around. I found a recipe. I played around with it a little bit. The yeast that I used, I don't know if I said it was the Denny's favourite. I've seen that used a few times in stouts. Yeah, you know what, it's not bad. As I say, for 2.6%, you could slam a load back. And I've had a few of these, and they're growers. It starts off, you sort of think, meh, no, not all that. And after a couple, it sort of gets better and better. It does need to get warm. This tap here is very cold. So it comes out far too cold, and I've got to sort out. So what I've done in this, I've got this shed here, I don't know, a fridge rather, you can just about see the top of the tap. This fridge here has got a heat in it, so it heats it up to about 8 degrees. I need to do that down the bottom here as well, so I can do the same. But at the moment that isn't, and that's the only space I had for the keg, so that's why it's in there. Comes out a bit cold, so that's why I left it indoors for a bit, just to warm up before I did the review. But I'm going on a bit. It's not bad, it's quite nice. 2.6%. I'll send a couple out to people and get their review on it. Particularly probably Richard Williams, I think, see what you think of it. Because I know you've done sort of session beers before. But yeah, I'll do that and see what happens. Cheers guys, fairly happy. Onwards and upwards, I'll do it again. Cheers.
You put the beer in the coconut and drink it all up. You put the beer in the coconut and throw the can away.